endless, unbroken desert. A supercontinent of suffocating scale.
A survivor digs into the cracked earth. A Lystrosaurus, a relic of an older age. He's not hunting for food, but for moisture. Its tongues scrape the baked clay. This is the great thirst. A global drought that will forge new rules. The dawn of the dinosaurs is at a new kind of fighter.
Designation Pangaea.
Greatest landmass in Earth's history.
A single monumental continent. Stretches from pole to Classification: Triassic period supercontinent. One land, one ocean. This merger has changed the rules of life.
Created a new kind of war.
A vast inland empire of salt and rock. The ultimate evolutionary proving ground. A crucible that demanded anew. Forget the famine world. The Triassic was a planet of extremes. So vast, oceans were strangers. Its interior was a bleak desert. In this alien landscape, sculpted by the relentless Triassic winds, the very moisture from the great global ocean, Pangaea, rarely reached this core. The climate was defined by brutal planetary scale systems. This was a world of endless drought. Broken by apocalypse.
source of life.
Returns to the Triassic world. The desert floor, now saturated, reflects a tranquil sky.
They seek shade, dig holes to escape the heat. Filtering out the old dynasties.
It was waiting for something.
Life was forced into a permanent retreat. Then came the second weapon. The monsoon. This was not gentle rain.
safest place. In this brutal world, it did not exist. The greatest struggle was the nest. Battle for the next generation. The Troodon sons was no mercy. For the old synapses, the nest was a gamble.
They laid their eggs in damp soil.
They depended on moisture that might never come. If the rains failed, the generation was lost. The arena exploited it without mercy.
The fossil record shows this desperation.
They were not killed by a predator. They were entombed by the climate. They were casualties of the Great Thirst. The answer was a biological revolution. A creature that could seal its young away from the ground. The hard-shelled amniotic egg. This was not just an egg. It was a survival weapon. It was the key to conquering Pangaea.
Stage was set.
The old rulers were failing. The arena demanded a new contender. They were the prototype for a dynasty defined by resilience, not just power.
Imagine that scene.
A lumbering Lystrosaurus, low to the ground.
It is exhausted by the heat, moving slowly. A pack of early They are not larger, but they are relentless. They are the new generation. Is a replacement.
Tactical takeover, orchestrated by the arena itself. Melted down the old ecosystems.
Forged a new dynasty in the fire. Inheritors.
The dinosaurs did not conquer.
We earned it.
Fighter's adaptive features are clear, from its watertight skin and efficient bipedal movement to the razor-sharp focus of its predatory eyes.
When the Triassic ended in another great extinction.
The dinosaurs are undaunted. But the dinosaurs marched on.
They inherited the Earth. This arena was the secret to their 150-million-year reign. It gave them the tools. Perfected their biology. Pangaea's legacy is written in every fossil, from the Triassic deserts to the Cretaceous giants. Today, we see that legacy in their descendants. They are the children of the crucible. This arena was the ultimate filter. It was a forge, demanding perfection. They were the answer to the question the Triassic asked. Who could endure?
And so the age of giants ended, making way for a new world.
You is the legacy of this arena.
The survivors it created? The resilience it demanded? Or the terrible, beautiful emptiness it represents?
Whose survival chronicle should we reconstruct next? Nominate a new paleontological record